Yes, people, in today I'm going to talk about how to design a football highlight reel and CV that clubs want. Okay, so let me get the message out there. A lot of clubs, especially some clubs that play in League One, League Two, are looking for a lot of non-league talent. Okay, some above are, but it's harder to get into those doors. Those require agents, etc., to get through those doors. But more or less, a lot of clubs are looking for non-league talent. So if you are going to email them or spam them, because I'm telling you, when I speak to the likes of a Chelsea scout, a Manchester United scout, Peterborough, etc., and they tell me how much messages they get per day, and most of them they do go through, but the moment they open and click it, they don't even go any further, because they could see already it's going to fit in the same category of a lot of people. So I said, in terms of CVs, that what do you look at that points out to you as something that you will take time in? And so from then on, about 3 years ago, I've taken it on board to help a lot of players to make sure that you can get yourself the best chances. So number one, when you're given a highlight reel, because that's the number one thing. Okay, everything on paper is one thing, but you need to have a right highlight reel first. I want to talk about that first. Number one, you must stop sending clubs MP4 videos recording on your phone. Okay, and you do the screen recording, and you forget to edit the bit where you flick up to turn off the screen recording on your iPhone or your Android. It just looks cheap. Okay, I don't know if it's a trend in something, but I'm seeing a lot of you do the screen record and you leave that bit up where you know, where the volume bit comes up. I'm going to put it up here on the screen, this bit, yeah, and you don't cut out the video. All right, first of all, you got to stop that. And number two, you have to put them in a compilation using an app called InShot, and then you need to then create a YouTube link or a link where it can be transferable, or a Dropbox account, okay, where you can send a link. It's one click of a button. Nobody needs to have Wi-Fi to download it, and they can just access the Dropbox link that you sent them, or a Google Drive link with your videos, and they can access the videos. Okay, if you want to do it that way, then do it that way. But preferably, if you're going to do that, okay, there's some pros and cons in that, but I prefer the next way, which is probably better, is to upload it on a YouTube. Okay, so it is exposed everywhere. That's number one. And number two, there's a way that you build a CV video that attracts a scout to make a fair judgment. Because, for example, let's use a profile of a winger. Okay, if I am a winger, how would I build a football highlight reel CV that gets me opportunity? Number one, you need to, in the video, the first beginning of the video, do a nice profile picture of yourself in the kit. Okay, number one. Then beside it, you want to have your name, you know, your age, nationality, which is very important, and you need to have the club that you're at, okay, and position. Very basic information. Then the next, you want to break the video down into some parts. So let's break it down. Number one, you need to put the first bit of you doing take on, or being very direct, because as a winger, any club wants to see a winger that's very quick. If your strongest attribute, should I say, you want to put first. So if it's your pace, put a 30 seconds to 45 seconds or a minute of your best clips of you showing your pace, your ability to take on players. It could be your best bit first. You want to get their attention. Okay, show them the best bit. Okay, so if you're a winger and you want to take on people, being direct, going ahead of players, 30 to 45 seconds or so. Then the next bit, you want to go put a next highlight bit on the page that says crossing. Then you want to show yourself doing direct crossing when you're taking on a fullback and you're whipping the ball first time. Whip the ball in first time. Then once you do that, then you want to do a next footage of you, okay, doing crosses from deep, different types of crosses, floating crosses, low crosses, driven crosses, Cruyff turn on the byline, and then a cross from your left foot, a whip cross from deep. You want to show different varieties of crossing, clip hanging ones, different ones, cutbacks, the whole knot, all of them. You want to show the scout that you could do that. Okay, there's an end product to your ability. Then the third one is you need to show your ability to link up from inside. So if it's either your ability to play well with your fullback, play well with the midfielder, play well with the striker, your ability to link up, your football IQ to know, all right, it's not just not me, I'm on the correct space, I'm gonna drop my shoulder to play inside to my man, I know where to run. You want to show that, okay, your link up ability. Then the next one, you need to show your off the ball movement. Too many wingers love to just run in straight lines. You need to show go long to come short, go short to go long, double movement, triple movements, curve runs in between centre back and the full back. You want to show your movement, 30 seconds to 45 seconds again. So I've already given you 4 parts already, if I'm not mistaken. The next one you want to do again is do another one, you showing your shooting ability, that you can come inside and shoot, or if you're a right winger or right footed, then your ability to shoot across goal, etc. Showing that ability. Okay, so next one is position, showing that your ability to know when to close the game, to come inside if you're instructed to do so, all right, knowing when to open up the pitch, when to come inside. Your position ability is very important. Where do you be when the winger on the other side has the ball? What are you doing? You need to show that. And even if you make a run and the winger doesn't pass it to you, show that bit too, because the scout sees, oh yeah, he's got a good yeah, I like that. I'm telling you, I remember one guy, I should tell you, he got into a trial at Cheltenham Town, just purely off his off the ball movement. All right, he didn't score a lot of goals, but his off the ball movement was fantastic, and I saw that. But he was just playing with players that just was so one-dimensional. I call them pro club players. They want to just be themselves. All right, and he didn't get most opportunities because they didn't want to pass to him. But the scout said, you know what, I love his ability. Let's bring him in. All right. So you want to show that. Next as well, the final piece of the juggle, you need to show your defending ability. This is huge. All right, you got to show that you are able to track back and defend, especially in the United Kingdom. If you're a winger and you love to be in your emotions, the problem with wingers today, which they have a bad reputation, is a lot of you are always in your emotions. If it's not shining that day, if your boots ain't clean, if you have not got the right socks that you cut, if you haven't got the wrist, you know, the white tape on your wrist, and you don't feel flary, you're not gonna have a good game. You don't want to track back. A lot of wingers have a bad reputation because you just got this arrogance about you for no reason. I don't know where you get that from, but you need to look at players like Yannick. You need to look at wingers like Martinelli. There's loads of wingers that I see today that love running back and tracking back and helping defense. You have to now, because the modern day fullback is not just going to stay to the halfway line. They're going to push on into the box. So you need to show your ability to defend, and then that's it. 7 parts. If you're a defender, 7 parts as well. I'll probably do another bit, how to build a CV for centre back, but today is for wingers. This is very simple. You do those 7 parts, and then what you do is you put them in a video, you download the video, you upload the video on YouTube, you create a link, and then that's part 1 done. The next part is what your CV looks like. So let me tell you this for free. If you send a scout or somebody a CV with more than 1 page, there's a likely chance they will not even open it up. I'm telling you now. They don't. I'm telling you, I used to send players with 3 pages of the club history. I'll give, I know like UK Football Charts, for example, they'll tell players, I'll give a nice paragraph on why you should play football. Listen, most clubs don't want to hear that. I'm telling you now, that they don't want to hear that, oh, when I was 3 years old, when I got the ball, I wanted to play football. They don't want to hear that nonsense. I'm telling you, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. On your football profile, all they want to see is, number 1, which I just showed you at the top, look at the screen, is your full name, your date of birth, your first playing position, your second playing position, your nationality, current location, which is very important, your height, your feet in inches, your weight, your current club, the level that you've played, trials that you've attended, and previous club that you played for, and the football link. That's it. They don't want to see anything more than 1 page is a joke. And a picture of yourself in the top corner, and that's it, done. That's all you need. Nothing more, nothing less. So I hope this video helped, because I see if I see that, sorry, a lot of you have issues with this, and it's something that I'm seeing, I'm hearing behind the scenes, and I want to make sure that you all get the best opportunity, best chance. So take this knowledge on board. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Let's go get it.